Alright. Good God. Alright, I'm getting everything ready, folks. Okay, I am sorry. I'm having technical difficulties over here. I'm trying to get everything together. It seems to be wanting to fall apart. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to get this camera ready here. Alright. Maybe we'll go this way with this. Maybe it's just better over here. I don't know. Alright, hang on. I'm still moving around here. I've had a complicated morning. I've had a clean-a-thon this morning. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to get this table where you can see me sketching while I'm talking. And somehow life doesn't want to work for me this way. It wants to keep sliding. Oh my God. Okay. Alright. Okay, hang on, guys. I just gotta find something that goes higher. So I'm gonna take one of these tins. It's always good to have stuff around your house to make your workspace taller. Oh, hello. I'm trying to get my workspace together so you guys could actually see me sketch instead of having a crazy mess all the time. And I got a new camera, so let me know if you can hear me. Alright, see now, that just doesn't do what I want it to do. I want it to go right here. But I'm trying to do Lady from Lady and the Tramp, folks. I hope you can see me. I'm going to try to do this way. Because I swear to God, my life is just riddled by camera problems. Every day of my life. So if the camera's good enough, the camera's this, the camera's that, it's always a camera issue. But I told you guys I'd be back, and I am. And I did promise a resident and one of my co-workers a picture of just Lady. Because apparently Lady is more popular. They like Lady better than the Tramp. Laugh out loud. What are you gonna do? You gotta do what everyone likes, right? Alright. But how's everybody going and doing today? Is everybody having a good life and stuff? My life got a little better now that I got my house cleaned. I wish I just did a little bit more. Maybe if I stick this thing, I have a pad. It's one of these tiny pads I got. Alright. Alright, I'm getting there. I think that's okay. It's kind of holding up a little because I'm trying to show you guys so you can see the sketching as I'm going along. And of course, I don't have enough depth unless I move down the Bible. I have laugh out loud. I have my camera sitting on a Bible. I thought it would bring me good luck. And maybe it has. They say if you put your money in the Bible, it's supposed to stay good. But a lot of people, when they die, put their money in the Bible, and that's the first place they look. Alright, so swipe right. Alright. Swipe left to close. Okay, I'm trying to hear. This is right, this is left. There we go. Alright. I've been trying to get used to all the TikTok stuff, trying to edit. And the one thing I do like from TikTok is I was able to use my one tablet. And if you guys can hear me, then my one little tablet's working well. Alright, now I got a side view of Lady. I'm going to get this done over here. I promised you guys last stream. Then I try to edit it and get it out of TikTok Studios, but it was probably me. Because I was confused as hell. But I'm starting to get used to it. It's getting there. Alright. Lady is a very detailed sketch. I was admiring at my work my resident that passed away, Thomas Denny. He was a very good artist. He did all the artwork for the Cleveland Indians at the time, what they were called. And he's amazing. And anyways, I was telling my friend she paints also. I'm going to shade in a whole section at one time. And I told her all I want to do is do a raven, but man, he's just amazing. And I told her that. And she told me he was truly talented. Which he was. A truly talented person. But I said all I really want to do is draw a raven. I don't know if I could ever do anything like he does. And she was, oh, it's okay. She's like, she's an artist too. It's kind of funny when you start sketching and and you're really trying, how many artists surround you. I've noticed that. It's a funny situation. It's like painters know other painters. Just like musicians know other musicians. And she told me that I was going to get to where I can sketch a raven. And I said that's really all I want to do because I want to get my book published. It's on my bucket list before I die. It truly is. I'm just doing this jawline out. Trying to get all in here so Lady can look nice and pretty and not like a holy hell mess like I like to make things sometimes. Trying to do Lady some justice. I'm going to lightly shade her tongue. Because Lady is a very detailed sketch. You want to kind of do everything at once. Because you just never know where you're going to be here with Lady. And that's where I always mess up, honestly. But I do want to tell you guys thank you for everything. Because ever since my Facebook has been hacked, which it has, and then my brother keeps telling me that Facebook will never get hacked and his is secure. I want to call bullshit on this because there's just no way that his account is never going to be hacked, but that's on him, between him and Facebook. But apparently, Google, I go with them for all of my security and stuff because I gotta make sure my information is good. And he says he's never gonna be hacked, but he's crazy. But it's still hacked. I still can't get into it, and it's not letting me sign in with Google. So that's okay. I'm not even upset about it. It's whatever. But I'm trying to get her nose in. It's like a little tiny, almost like a heart, but it's not. And when you do from a small picture on a computer, sometimes you have to enlarge it a little. Alright. See, I think I gotta flatten this out. But how you guys doing? Is money coming overnight? I don't get any money for all this. They say eventually you get money when you do social media, but I'm in here for the fun. I enjoy doing it for the funness of it. I mean, that's just me. And it really helps when you're trying to get a book published also. It truly does. Because it's a lot trying to get a book published. And I had that nose up too high. It should be right here. But yeah, when you're trying to get your book published, it could be a bitch and a half. It can. So, and I gotta try to, I don't know how strict it is over here, but sometimes, over there I'm allowed to cuss a little and little things. But I'm not sure about over here is the thing. We'll see. I mean, so far they weren't taken down. It's not like I do excessive cussing. But yeah, I don't make money. I actually do this because I think it's fun. And it actually, to me, it is very relaxing. Because I feel if you really like something and you expect to get paid for it right away, I guess you gotta ask yourself, do I really like doing that? And when I started doing this over here, I just said to myself, as like, in other places, I was like, do I really want to do that? And I really thought about it, and it wasn't that bad. I really kind of liked it. And I like to go in front of, I like to see people from different countries and stuff and chat with them. Because sometimes, you're not going to be a world traveler in your life right away. I mean, it's always nice to be a world traveler if you can, but sometimes it's not in the cards at that time. Maybe eventually I can, but right now I don't think I can. I'm going to try to get this eye in sideways. I'll have to pray to Jesus with this one. But how you guys doing? You can leave a comment if you want. Usually people like leave comments. Sometimes lewd comments, but either way there's comments. I'm here and I like to talk and I like to talk and draw. I'm doing this sideways, and the sideways part is always the hardest. It really is. Alright, and this right here is by the eye, so we're going to move this down a little. Wherever the eye area seems like this would be the best here. And then this is supposed to come down a little like that. It's better to try to sculpt your eyes first. God knows I have problems with this. Me and God have had reservations with me and eyes. Because I have issues with them. Alright. I gotta make these pupils go the other way, so I have these, her eyes going this way. You gotta angle all your stuff in. And it's so annoying, but it's what you gotta do sometimes. Alright. And there's a little bit around the iris this way, so look at that. And then do a little shade and just leave a little dot. Just don't shade in one little spot, and I did. So we're going to erase there. Because these eyes are just terrible to try to get these. So that's my suggestion if you guys want to practice sketching like me. Alright, we're going to bring this up a little like this. And this eye up like that. It's almost hidden here. Just do like that. Let's hope that's enough. Because getting all this together is the biggest thing here. And it does look like a dog a little bit. We got that. And then right above this area, she has an eyebrow. It goes by this stripe here. So we're going to go in this way. Alright, arches over that way. Alright, and where that arch is where it starts coming together here. Okay, this has to dip down here. And then this comes. That's why I'm always erasing with these facial features. My friends told me that are really good artists and better than me that it'll get better. This is what they say. Alright, right here, I need to have a little curve here. But you guys are a quiet audience. Do you guys want any tarot card readings? I have moon cards. I have no problem doing some moon card readings. I find this, people on YouTube seem to like it. I don't mind giving you guys some readings here. And I'm not charging. I don't believe in charging for this stuff. I really don't. Alright, so this goes more this way. Move this over this way. And more that way. Alright, I think we're good. And I'm just going to shade this. I'm going to try to get this as perfect as I can before I move on her face, especially in this sideways view. I really suck at sideways. Sideways is one of the hardest to do in my book when you're first starting. Alright, I got this so far. I got half her face done. And if I have to, I'll fix the rest, but hopefully I got a little of this done. Alright, and this is coming all the way down this way. And then we're going to start this hair. But no one wants a reading? I'm shocked. I mean, give me a try. You know, I don't bite or nothing. Nothing I know of. I don't mind. I mean, I like to do tarot card readings because I find them fun to do, honestly. I really do. I find them very exciting. I don't know why. Probably I used to do tarot card readings for my friends back in the day, and then as you get older, your list of friends gets smaller and smaller. The ones you used to hang with, everybody starts getting their own life, and then before you know it, that's it. Alright, I'm putting her doing the side of here before I get the other side of her face. Alright, and then she has some fur here. So I'm going to get that out like that. And I'm trying to show you guys like the technique too. Because some of these how-to videos, they're okay. But the thing is, they go way too fast. And they don't show you their mistakes. And believe me, I got nothing else better to do sometimes than do this. To go track down videos because the husband's always at work, always. And he tells me to relax. That's what he tells me. And the thing is, I'm one of these people that have got to be doing something. I like to pretend I have some kind of job in the world, or I feel like I'm going crazy over here. I'm even making that, when I started knitting on my last stream, I don't know, I didn't clip it right, or I don't know what happened. But I started that, and I'm going to make a purse for somebody, so when I knit that down more, I'll probably come on here and show you guys once you knit it a certain way, how you can do that. Because honestly, knitted purses are so damn cute, and if you have knitting needles, it makes things so much better. So much better. Some of my friends say it's better than the store. I even told my husband, and if I had $1 million, I'd still be knitting purses. But this is the kind of person I am. I'm just so used to working and everything else. I feel like I gotta be doing something. So lately it's been live streaming. And it's been driving me crazy not being able to get on Facebook, but maybe they got a lot of stuff going on I don't know about. Because I'd like to get to some of my groups, but my husband says that he'll check it, and they want all this. Google wants all this stuff to get on it, so maybe Google knows something I don't know. All right, we got this now, and I'm working on the other side of her face. I might have to fix her eye. I don't know. All right. At least I got this far. This is better than I usually do. Alright, now I'm going to hook this over here. Yeah, I know my mother-in-law, she's over here. And she does music. It's the Sassy Diva. And she always tells me all the time how much she hates Facebook and everything. I need to come over here. And she's another one that you guys love. She gets a lot of views. She had like almost 10,000 views on her, and she like sings gospel music, and she goes and works out and stuff, and does like inspirational little videos here and there. At least she used to. I know that she's been taking a break lately, but I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm over on TikTok now. I don't foresee me getting on Facebook anytime soon. Because, I mean, I pay for the security, so what can you do? It is what it is. Now, the eyes are my biggest challenge here. Alright, now it goes down a little. It goes down this way. Let me do this. It has to be exact with the eyes, because if these aren't, it's like the eyes are the window to the soul. Same thing when you're sketching. It's just like, OMG. Alright. Gotta round this out. It's almost like an almond shape. Alright. Alright. This curves down more. Goes all the way down more this way. And then comes out because this circle. I spend more time on my sketches with the eyes, which you should, because these is what will make your sketch or sink it, one of the two. And you go through so much problems trying to get everything right where you got it, you might as well try to make it good, if you can. And it's really not that hard to make it good. You just gotta try. That's all. Alright. This has to come down more. All the way down like a nice little happy circle. Alright, I'm going to try to get it this way here. Got to be very light-handed a little bit too. Against that side, because you're doing a sideways view, which is really could be really extremely difficult. Okay, I don't know why people are trying to call me. I don't know if you guys have this problem. These weird people try to call me all the time over here. My husband says they're scammers. But if you are on perchance a scammer, I am married. So I don't know. You're going to have to try to scam somebody else. Because I don't respond to people I don't know because my mother-in-law, the sassy diva, be telling me that there's a lot of scammers over here. But honestly, there's a lot of scammers over on Facebook also, so it is what it is there. Alright, she has these little eyelashes, so I'm going to try to sculpt these eyelashes. Alright, and she has eyelashes this way. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing, lightly shade in the eye, very lightly. And then I'm going to erase for the middle part. It's not all supposed to be one color. Alright. I don't know, I might have actually nailed this. I got that so far. It doesn't actually look half bad. It really doesn't. But yeah, start with like your trouble areas, especially if you're trying to sketch lady sideways or something. Because that is what's going to hurt your sketch. Is if you don't properly execute that. And I'm just reinforcing and doing some shading work on what I have that's actually usable and good. And it used to take me a long time to get these sketches done. And I was told by really good artists that are way better than me, the more I do it, the quicker I'll be. That's what I was told. Alright, I'm going to do the other side of her lustrous hair. I'm really jealous of Lady's hair. She really has good hair. I've been trying to get my hair a little better. Oh, hello. How are you guys? You guys are awesome. I'm trying to get this pen here. I'm hoping to get my other stream clip so I can put it on my profile. I don't know. I don't know what happened in TikTok Studio. I'm probably just an idiot. Honestly. I probably just need to go in. When I'm done with this, they'll let me in that live studio and I'll be able to do a clip it and bring it over. And I wasn't too upset because it was a knitting stream, but it's all good. Alright. Alright, now this comes over a little bit that way. Alright, now I'm going to get this sketched up this way. Right. Well, I'm going to get this collar is what I'm going to get. This collar starts right here. If I get the collar done nice, then I kind of know where everything else could be. And then go from there. Alright, that's right in this area. Alright. And I just drew on this collar because I got to get this collar in. There we go. But how was everybody's holiday? I know that you guys probably went out drinking yesterday. I mean, half of America went out drinking. Oh, I'm sorry that you waved. Well, oh, okay. Will Kay and I ever end up together? Now I'm beginning to feel like home. This is beginning to feel like home, folks. I will definitely do that reading because I'm used to putting my sketch down and doing some tarot card readings. This is what I do. All right, now it's Kajana or Kajana. If I mispronounce your name, I am sorry. And I do apologize because I'm not sometimes the best at names. I will do an energy reading on you and Kai. I think it's Kai. Yeah, it was you and Kai. I'll do an energy reading on that for you. I sure will. I like to do these things, they're fun. Okay. Your energy in this area, my friend. You are. Here you go. You're in a gibbous moon with that. And this just means you're close to achieving a goal. And in this case, it would be being with that person, your partner, or the partner that you would like to be a partner. You know what I'm saying. And the energy surrounding this whole situation is a new moon eclipse. And this talks about powerful change. And I'm seeing that this powerful change is not a bad one. It's actually a good positive one. And you're surrounded by a full moon Aquarius. And this just simply means to show the world you. Let the real you out and feel more comfortable with yourself. I feel that you will be together. I think that he needs to warm up. People have their own time, and sometimes people are scorned or they've been with that one person that makes them hate everybody involved. So yeah, I think you will. That's where the energy is going. Thank you for letting me do your reading. This is officially my first reading on TikTok. I feel much at home now. Thank you. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I just like to do stuff like that. All right. The eyelashes are going this way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just so it doesn't look all weird. If you don't have things at the right side of this, it'll give you hell. It really will. And I guess I do this kind of activities, a lot of arts and crafts, because I think I've told you, I probably it's a whole new different group of people to talk to. Is I have autism. And my people like to keep busy. Before I came on here, I was finishing up some knitting for a purse that I'm making for a friend of ours. But these are the kind of things I do. I'm just a crazy nut when it comes to arts and crafts. I really am. I'm an arts and crafts junkie. But that's who I am. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get her the rest of her lustrous hair done here. I think I'm doing pretty good for a sideways view. I really do. And this does help my socialization because honestly, I'm on social media because I have a problem with socializing. I honestly do. And I'm trying to get better at my social skills. So that's not bad for a side view. But sometimes you gotta get these little kinks out. Alright, now I'm just doing this little fur area because I want to start moving in here. Because this here starts her coat. Because she has that white coat and she's brown. No, it's the light tan. I'm sorry. Here it looks kind of white, but that's because it's a sketch. So, there we go. I'm coming down this way and I'm doing the inner coat. And she's a hard sketch. Trust me. My first lady was okay, but they're getting better. But it was hard as hell before. And I don't know, it just wasn't good for me before. Alright, the paper's kind of big, so. And then the mane comes over here. I just did her middle part and sketched that out. But yeah, if you guys want to need any more readings, let me know. Bring it on. I mean, I could tell you what I see. And if you don't, you want to double check with another psychic over here or something, which I'm not a psychic, sometimes I'm insightful. That's totally good. I would not get offended. I'm just here for the great conversation. Because I'm looking at it as, this is the new Facebook for me. I don't know. Even if I do go back, I'm probably not going to go fully back, if that makes any sense. I'm good with going fully back. I'm not trying to do all that. I don't know. I think that honestly, I probably should just shade in this area and just leave this out. Because it's a big piece of paper. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And when I take the pastels and do it that way, it'll look nicer. I'm just leaving it like this. And then I'm going to shade all the bottom in. We're just going to make this a side profile type thing. Because that's going to be too complicated trying to do the other way. There we go. But yeah, I'm here for readings. I do like to do that. I do like to be the tarot card lady when I go places because it makes me feel a little bit important, like I had socialized with my friends for the day. And you guys are my new friends. Maybe Google was meant to put us together. I don't know. But it is cool over here. There's definitely more people. My family members are over here more. Honestly. Alright. Oh boy. Amazon's teasing me again with more offers. Gotta love Amazon. It's like they know I'm addicted to it. And I truly am addicted to Amazon shopping. It's like one of my favorite activities, finding out what Amazon has. My husband needed pants, and I was like, you could buy it on Amazon. You don't have to go anywhere. He's just looking at me like I'm a crazy nut. And I probably am. I'm hoping to one day be able to do Amazon commercials. I feel that me and Chong would do well with Amazon commercials. I'm just saying. 'Cause I'm always talking about Amazon. I'm always doing things with Amazon products. They might as well just give me a little commercial. I would be perfectly happy with that. We'll see. Maybe one day. Alright. Alright, in here, and this way. This comes down and goes around this way to show. Okay, this is here to show where her legs will be. And then I'm gonna lightly shade in where the brown area would be. And you can totally let this go like this. I myself as an artist I feel that everything needs color. But that's just me. But there's a lot of Disney stuff that sometimes doesn't have color. But I don't know. It looks good even just for a little sketching. But I'm still going to be using my pastels. So that's just me. Alright. I'm going to X this out and see if I can get a little color grid for her. Now that I finally did a decent lady, which I already did this one that I'm bringing up. Oh, well, thank you, Lindsay. Do you want a reading? I only did one so far. I know that you have a very active love life that goes on and off sometimes with people that I don't know. Sometimes the crazy people find you. And I'm not even saying this to be mean. I'm just saying this because I don't know. It's just they see the wrong kind of people seem to find you. So I know you have to have a question. I know you do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Crazy residents find me all day long. They really do. And they bother me all day long. You know that from work. But yeah, I got lady so far, Lindsay. I'm getting to be a little better of an artist. Everybody was wanting lady, and I did lady in the Tramp, and somebody goes, no, I just like lady. So I said, fine. I'm using my soft pastels, even though I left out, of course, on Amazon. And I got these for $26, and if you go down with professional sets, you can get these for cheaper. And if you can, do. Because sometimes it's better to get the good deals. Be a bargain shopper up over there. Because my best friend over on Magnolia, where I used to work, I still work over there. Yeah, Lindsay, I'm over back on Magnolia. Me and Carol are back. And they got rid of these STNA classes. And they got rid of your friend, too. She doesn't work there no more. So, it's a new atmosphere. But I'm back with my friend that I worked with. My boss lady, who I call Sheriff. I'm back with her. I worked with her for 5 years. Hell, she's one of my biggest supporters around here. She actually she'll go on Amazon and buy me a bunch of stuff. If I don't buy it, she buys it. Bought me the poster board. You can't beat that. That's true friendship right there. And I do like these soft pastels, honestly, and I could see why they're artist choice because they're soft. They don't get all chalky and they glide nice. And they make nice smooth lines. See? They really do. They make pretty soft lines. They're worth 26 bucks, but I think it's because I'm an Amazon Prime customer. I would buy stuff over here, but the thing is, my money is through a federal bank. And my bank trusts Amazon. And I have never had any problems with anybody trying to hack me or anything or take something and on Amazon. I have on certain sites and my bank knows it will tell me if it's a secure site or not. And it has when I've purchased other places, it has done that. They truly have. But for some reason on Amazon, I don't have these issues. And I know everybody says everything's cheaper over here. It is, but how secure is your money? Maybe make sure it's a secure site or you got a Google Wallet if you're over here. And I'm only saying this as a friend. And where I have these curved, I'm curving these in the hair in the same direction as the curve of the painting. I think it gives it a nice, pretty look. I mean, you kind of want it to have a nice flowing look when you are doing your last minute touches. I like to go in one way and come out the other way and make little curly cues when it comes to lady. I try to make it almost like human hair, but let it come down. Because I think she looks prettier this way. At least in my mind, she looks prettier like this. You just overlap these, and I'm just going one way and the other, and just going against the curve. Because that's kind of how it starts, by the curve up here. Because she does have beautiful flowing hair. There we go. So that's her mane. If you curve it along the side where it's at, it's really pretty then. Alright, that was the darkest part. Alright, now we're going to go a little bit lighter for the inside. So I'm going to get one of my little lighter things. Alright, I'm going to go with this guy right here. And get the inside. Alright, I don't know. I'm going to go, I think that's too much of a highlight. We're going to go with a light brown. It's supposed to have 66 colors here. It has to be a lighter brown around here. These are things that our artists be dealing with. Or that, or we'll just use this color to darken this up. That's what we'll do. We're going to darken this color up. I'm going to do the same thing, just darken it up. She got highlighted for. She went to go see the hairstylist, my friends. She said it was after taking care of Tramp and all the kids, I needed to go see a hairstylist. Because I need a lighter brown for the other side. And sometimes if you're just highlighting in colors, you don't have to go through the whole thing again. Just like I just highlighted this in. That's all you do. give it some nice, and then I'm just literally just curving everything in nice. I've noticed when you make lady, the little curves are what makes or breaks this. And I start the curves around the edge. That's kind of what you want to do and where you want to be with this painting. Alright, I darkened this up because I really needed this other color there. But if you mess up and get the wrong color, there you go. Sometimes it looks good with faded out colors, honestly. Alright, now around here, it's supposed to be this lighter brown. So I'm going to start. I'm doing this at a curve because if you're looking at something at a curve, you want to start your things at a curve. You want to start all the lines going in the way that you want people to look. And do it section by section. I'm going to outline this part. Okay, I don't know why it has me drag the puzzle piece in there. I don't know. Have you guys been to the academy? Apparently, I'm in the live streaming academy. I probably need to be in the live stream academy, honestly, because it could be complicated over here. I was looking at the help support for the videos because I know it takes a day of processing over on YouTube, and it has to be kind of the same kind of thing, but it has where you download. So it's confusing. It really is. I'm not gonna lie. These things do confuse me. Alright, I'm making these eyebrows black. Because we get too much involved in all this. I'm gonna have these nice colors. And this kit came with an extra one, which I was happy about. And I'm just shading this in sideways also. You just start around the edges and kind of go around the circle. We gotta get the nose in there. Got the eyebrows and the nose. Alright, and I'm probably gonna get the eyes too. Just the eyebrow, just the inside. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna pull this way. And just start doing light shades around here with my black. Because I spent all that time to get the perfect eyeball. I'm not trying to mess up my eyeball now. But it needs color. And I love things with color. Things in my life have to have color, or we're just not getting along. I take eraser even to my pastels. And if you need to, it works. I didn't have that little white spot for the eyes. Now we do. Just take that little bit of color there. Alright, I'm just going to lightly bring the bridge down. I'm going to do these a little black, but I'm not trying to make it overly bold. But enough because I got to shade in and color a couple things. And I kind of like these pastels because they remind me of my pencil. So I could see why professional people like these. And by far, this has been the best set I've ever had. And this is the honest to God truth. Alright, moving this down. I'm going to get that in here. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to put that back here. And this will probably last me a while. Pastels do last a while. Trust me. And with the eyes, I'm just going this way. Just to bring this in here, just so these eyes stand out a little. And then I'm just curving around the eyes. I'm not trying to take any emphasis from the eyes. You want more emphasis on the eyes, if anything. You really do. Because you want these eyes to be nice. And I'm just curving around here. Because you got to go around all your stuff. That's the thing. And you want to make sure it makes sense and looks good. We're just going to curve this way and start curving off that way. It's not bad. I got that so far. Yeah, my one resident that's really good, she's a professional artist, she says you don't need paint if you have pastels. And she used pastels and did a whole painting with them. And there's some artists that don't use traditional paint, apparently. And they have some gorgeous stuff. And I do like my paint. Every once in a while I like to paint. But since I have these Lady and the Tramp orders where people, my friends, well, one resident, my other friend wants some of these, I decided to do this. But eventually I'm going to do a painting too, because I'd like to. And I had $500 of canvases and stuff donated to me. Alright. Around here is this color for... Alright, I got that, and I'm working on the inner stripe now. Alright, this inner stripe, I'm going to use this color. I kind of want it all to make sense and look good. It's a non-traditional, but you know what? It's not like I'm making this for Disney or anything. I can kind of make this come and go as I please. I'm just doing this for my fun time. Which this is fun for me. And I've always been kind of an overachiever my entire life. I was one of these people that enjoyed college. When I went to college, there was a pool table there, and we used to go out drinking a lot. And I still got good grades, even though I went out drinking. Laugh out loud. But yeah, and I enjoyed college a little bit. I didn't even want to go to the real world. I was happy with just sticking around with not having to deal with with the real world, and I wanted to stay in college. But I had to get a job eventually. I'm curving down this way. I mean, I have brains. I do use them. It's with things I'd like to do. I mean, I do nursing, and I do like taking care of residents. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy it, but sometimes I like to pursue other endeavors because I'm a roundabout person. I don't need one thing all the time. Alright, getting this little collar in here done. Okay, I don't know. My Alexa somehow. I didn't even have Alexa, and somehow it. I didn't even have Alexa, and somehow it got messed up. Maybe I do have Alexa. It is Amazon tablet. I got that so far. Now I'm gonna make her collar a different color. I don't know. I'm gonna make her collar blue. I think blue would be pretty. I'm gonna go with blue. I feel blue would be pretty. All these nice color details. Right now, I'm gonna do a small black right here. I don't know if she looks like a lady to you guys. We got that so far. Alright, I'm going to take my cheap stuff now. I like to conserve the good stuff. I used to say these other pastels was the good stuff until I got a taste of these. And OMG, are they amazing. Okay, I think this would be nice if the paper was shaded blue. I'm gonna go with blue shading with this. I like to let my things pop out. I just feel that I use these, my old chalky pastels, for background stuff, to save the good stuff. This is like ramen noodles, and these other ones are like Olive Garden. They get the job done, but those soft pastels are just amazing. Very amazing. I don't know, I just think blue would kind of make this pop out. I feel like if you have enough colors in something, it makes it nice. Alright. And when you deal with these kind of pastels, you have all this. You have this kind of stuff here. Alright, and I was told to shade it in. I was told you could shade it in with your fingers or a piece of paper, but we're going to do fingers. This is what my resident told me to do. Shade it in with my fingers, so here I go. I'm just swirling it around. Because she says the shading is very important. And I kind of want to make it look transparent, so we're just going to just do this because with the cheaper pastels, this is kind of what you have to do. Those other ones are, it's oil based, and those other pastels, and they rock the house. I will tell you that. They bring it. I mean, these are good for background. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to complain. I mean, I thank Amazon for bringing it to me for such a cheap price, and I'll probably have them for a long time since I'm using them for background colors to my pictures. But I feel if you color in the background, I'm doing all this on poster board. It's better to use a cheap material when you're starting out. It really is. Alright, there we go. There's Lady. I just did that in circles to kind of make it look like over cinematic type thing. So, and these are what these would be good for, and I'll show you what kind they are. If it ever comes up. Oh my god. Anyways, they come 2 in a set. They got all these colors. And they have gotten me through some hard times when I first started sketching, but they're called Master Pastels. And these aren't the ones that are oil-based. Those are the ones... they're a good beginner set, so I use them for my background a lot. These babies sometimes are 40 to 60 bucks, but these are good for blending. These are really good for blending, and I recommend if you really love sketching and you need to get really good, nice blending, to save up for this because they're truly amazing. They've changed my life. But me and Lady are gonna go take a break. I hope you liked my video, and I wanted to say hello to Lindsay and everybody. I don't know all your names, but I want to say hello to all my new friends. And I hope to God, when I go and get off the stream, that my live isn't all messed up. And I don't do God knows what to it, so it gets to where it needs to go. So I'm going to pray to Jesus that I'm able to retrieve my last one and get this one downloaded. And I will be back again probably later or for sure tomorrow, because you guys are on my list now and Google likes you. So I will see you, and if you're subscribed to me, I'll be back. And like I said, if you need a energy reading, let me know. Anytime I'm sketching, I have no problems. I'm just doing last minute shading. I don't like how some of this went. Alright. There we go. See, it's if you shade it all in, it's better. But anyways, if you subscribe, if you follow me, you'll know my next time I'm over here sketching. I try to do when I'm doing something prolific. That's when I like to come over here. I did come over here and chat a little while I was knitting, yesterday, but I just didn't. My mind was tired, so But I'll see you guys later, and I'm going to press this button. Hopefully I get my other stream out, and thank you so much for making it a great stream. Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright, I think it's going off. I'm going to go end now.